Good morning, Reptilians. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Elle and this is Elle's Reptiles. Really quick, today is the last day to enter the 50,000 subscriber giveaway for a bunch of really cool prizes from last Sunday's video. Make sure to go over to that video and follow the rules and comment to enter the giveaway because we will be drawing for that today as you are watching this video. This week, we are talking about something that I get questions about a lot. I have multiple videos kind of about this, but none solely about it. So we're going to be talking all about bearded dragon salads, how often they should eat salads, what should go in their salads, and what to do if they refuse to eat their salads. This is the first video in a little while where I'm talking about bearded dragons and I don't have Zaz. It has started to cool down in my house and she is sleeping more and more, so brumation is coming. If you need more about brumation, I have a whole video on that here. But before we get started, this video is sponsored by iHeartGecko, so make sure to stay until the end of the video to find out all about this awesome company. Let's get started. First section of this video is going to be talking about how often your bearded dragon needs to be eating salads. So the rules here are a little bit different for babies versus adults, but they're pretty much the same. Babies should be eating about 20% salads a day, whereas adults, so anytime after about 18 months, should be eating about 80% of vegetables a day. This does not mean that you don't give your bearded dragon baby a salad every day. It just means that you can give them a smaller salad and don't panic if they don't eat it every single day. Biggest advice in both situations, babies and adults, feed your bearded dragon their salad first before you feed them their bugs for the day and let it stay in there for a few hours before you give them those bugs. So very first thing, give your bearded dragon a salad. Okay, so that was a super short section. So now let's talk about what goes into the salads. So building that salad, the first thing that you want to start with is some sort of healthy greens as a base. I'm going to put right here, hopefully, if there's room, the guide that I use when trying to figure out what is safe for my bearded dragon to eat and how to prepare it, if it needs to be cooked, if it needs to be chopped up. I'm going to kind of put that here, but all of it's not going to fit, so I'm also going to link it down below for anyone wondering. Basically, you want to start with one of those greens that says that you can feed it daily. So usually that's going to be collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, any kind of leafy greens like that are going to be fantastic for a base for the bearded dragon salads. And then you're also going to put other things in there. You don't just want to give your bearded dragon a straight green leaf salad. You want to put other colorful variety in there. This is going to make them more interested in it. This is going to ensure that they're getting a variety of vitamins or minerals, and it's also going to provide them with an enrichment with different textures, different colors, things like that. So super important that you are putting lots of different things in that bearded dragon salad, like butternut squash or carrots or bell peppers or anything bright and colorful. This is where the things on this list that say to occasionally feed is going to come in. So you're not going to put those on that salad every day, but you can always just choose a couple of occasionally feed items and put those on there just to mix it up and give them a little bit of that item. You can also then put fruit on top. I would not do fruits every single day, maybe a couple times a week at most, just because fruits are high in sugar. They are still going to provide different kinds of vitamins and minerals. They're going to provide color. Also, a lot of bearded dragons just prefer fruits, so it's going to make them more interested in their salads, and it's going to give them more enrichment, another texture, another flavor, another color. But yeah, make a beautiful, colorful salad for your bearded dragon and switch it up. Give them variety. A very helpful tip for this is you can, at the beginning of the week, take a big Tupperware and pre-make this whole salad. Make sure you're not putting things in there that may mold quickly. So things like frozen thawed vegetables, when defrosted, can mold rather quickly. Make sure you're using all fresh items for this. That's going to save you a lot of time during the week and make feeding your bearded dragon a salad every day a lot easier on you. All right, so a lot of bearded dragons don't like salads. They need it to thrive, but they don't like them. So how do we get those bearded dragons to actually eat their salads? A couple of these things we've already touched on. So the first thing, make sure it's colorful. Having it be an attractive salad is very important in getting that bearded dragon to eat it. They're going to get very bored if it's just green leaves in a bowl every single day. I'm not saying that you can never do that. You definitely occasionally can throw a bunch of green leaves in a bowl. Just doing that every day is going to lead to food boredom. Another thing is offering different foods. Again, something we already talked about. Switch it up. Don't always give them the same thing. If your bearded dragon's favorite green is collard green, like Zaz's is, you can put that in the salad every day. Just add other things as well so they don't get bored. Some bearded dragons just flat out do not like certain vegetables. Not a vegetable, but Zaz is scared of bananas. For a long time, she was scared of grapes. Now she likes grapes. And when I say she's scared of them, I mean she would flail up her beard and puff up at her salad. Some bearded dragons don't like certain foods. If you notice that your bearded dragon doesn't eat a certain food, try a different one. If you notice your bearded dragon is not touching their salad, try all different vegetables. Change it up, they might just not like what's in there. Another huge helpful thing in getting your bearded dragon, whether baby or adult, to eat is hand feeding them the salad. Usually, in order to start Zaz on eating her salad, I have to hand feed her a couple of pieces first before she's like, oh, there's a salad down there, and then she goes to eat it. So hand feeding them the salad might spike their interest enough to get them down there to eat it, or they might just like being hand fed, but either way, they are going to be eating vegetables, which is wonderful for them. Apart from hand feeding, you can also just kind of put your finger into the salad and wiggle it around. This is something else that I'll do for Zaz once I get her down there. You can see me doing this in multiple video clips where I'm showing her eating. Movement in general is going to entice a bearded dragon to eat. This same sort of concept is why a lot of bearded dragons won't eat dead bugs, but they'll eat moving alive bugs. Moving that salad around is going to entice their appetite, it's going to entice their interest, and a lot of times just simply putting your finger at a salad and wiggling it around is going to help them eat. Along the same sort of lines of movement, putting bugs in the salad also helps a lot. So if we're looking at adult bearded dragons, we can do things like superworms, like soldier fly larvae, silkworms, hornworms, any kind of worms are fantastic for this. They provide a lot of movement in that salad. And even if your bearded dragon is only eating their salad now because they want those bugs, they're still getting salad in their mouth. And for things like baby bearded dragons, that little bit of salad that they're getting as a result of eating the bugs in there is going to be good enough. Another option you have is by adding things on top of the salad that your bearded dragon might really like. So things like fruits, if your bearded dragon is very partial to fruits, just taking the fruit and squeezing the juice on top of the salad, that works fantastically. If you're gonna do this though, please, please, please make sure that whatever you are using is 100% juice. Juice from the fruit itself is the best choice, or if you are purchasing a juice to do this with, make sure it is 100% juice. There's nothing else added to that except for the juice. Something that worked for Zaz when she was a baby was something called Beardy Bites. These are sold at just chain pet stores. I think that they are made from prickly pear. They are tiny little bites that smell really good, and you just sprinkle that on top of the salad, and a lot of times that will get them to eat. If I remember right, I haven't bought these in years. If I remember right, they're not the most healthy thing to put onto your bearded dragon salad. So if you're using this, make sure you're only putting a couple. I think I would put like 3 or 4 on top, and it helped her eat her salad. So that is another option, and it's very easily accessible as well. And you also have the option of bee pollen. Bee pollen is another thing that is very easily accessible. You can buy it online. You can buy it at health food stores. Usually if you buy them like at health food stores or Walmart's, Targets, wherever, they're gonna come in a capsule. You just break open the capsule and there's a powder inside. You put that on top. A lot of your dragons love bee pollen. This isn't something that you want to do over a very long-term situation, but putting a little bit on top just until they get their appetite for salad is absolutely perfect and usually helps. If none of that works, you can also try just changing the scenery, feeding them in a different location. If they are being fed in their tank all the time, try feeding them outside of their tank on the floor or in a bearded dragon playpen situation. Try going outside and feeding them safe foods, not the plants on the ground. Changing the location that your bearded dragon eats sometimes works. Sometimes they just are bored of their surroundings and they just want to go somewhere else. Somehow, sometimes it helps. But that is all I have for this week's video. Hopefully it helped you if you're having a hard time getting your bearded dragon to eat salads, or if you just got a bearded dragon. Hopefully there was some advice in there that helped. If you have any other suggestions for getting a bearded dragon to eat their salad, let me know down in the comments below, because you could be helping out someone else. As I said at the beginning of this video is sponsored by iHeartGeckos. iHeartGeckos is an awesome company that makes conversion kits for your tanks, old tanks that you may have laying around, to turn them into front opening tanks for arboreal animals. They also have a kit for terrestrial animals as well, which is super cool. These kits are very easy to install. You just throw the kit on there, put some silicone around it, and let it dry, and you're good to go. These kits are absolutely fantastic. They are my favorite. I love that they allow anyone to provide an affordable, upright tank appropriately sized for their animal for a very affordable price, and they last for years. They're fantastic. If you happen to order one of these super cool conversion kits, make sure to leave Elle's Reptiles in the How Did You Hear About Us box, so that way they know that you guys are coming from here. Thank you so much to iHeartGeckos for sponsoring this video. If you have not already, please feel free to follow me on my other socials and like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every single time I put a new video, which is every Sunday and some Wednesdays. Next Wednesday's video is the giveaway winners being announced, so make sure you are subscribed. This week's Instagram shout out is for Izzy's Exotics for following me on Instagram and going through and liking a whole bunch of my stuff. And this week's subscriber shout out is here. Thank you guys both so much. You are the bee's knees. And thank all of you guys for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. Okay. That was a super short. Okay, so that was a super short. Okay, so that was a super short section. Oh. Where'd my notes go? Okay. Another thing. And, what else was it? Down there to eat it, or they might just prefer to be hand-fed, or they might just be super. Socials and like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications.